time you fell apart in our sight. I never said I needed you in my life, but now you're gone and I know that I am doing alright. Just because you drained so much of my life, you wanted NDA, so now I'm MIA. Now the truth is out, so you all ran away, and now I'm speeding off into the blistering sun. Can you finally tell by my face I've won? And I'm saying, oh my God, I'm like a king up here, feel on top of the world, above the atmosphere. And now I'm coming back, all I can do is laugh, feeling untouchable. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Going MIA, feeling like a king, and I'm back in the game. I just want you to know I'm never going away, feeling solid gold, that's my goal, all the same. And now I'm flying alone, the view is great, I know. Getting close to the sun always feels like home. You call me Icarus, but my limits are known. Can you move on out of my man-made throne? I know I'm not the best, but my best is unknown. Not fully unlocked, got it unlocked and it's stowed. Until I'm out of here, I'll make that pretty clear. You try to take the wheel, but I control how I steer. And I'm saying, oh my God, I'm like a king up here, feel on top of the world, above the atmosphere. And now I'm coming back, all I can do is laugh, feeling untouchable. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Going MIA, feeling like a king, and I'm back in the game. I just want you to know I'm never going away, feeling solid gold, that's my goal, all the same. Would you look at that? Going MIA, feeling like a king, and I'm back in the game. I just want you to know I'm never going away, feeling solid gold, that's my goal, all the same. I never wanna die, yeah, they're always right behind me. I gotta go out with the bang. Isn't it amazing that they are always chasing? I feel like I'm going insane.
Let's go! Hickory dock, back from the dead is a miracle, doc. They counted me out, moment of truth, counting it down. Underdog story was down for the count. Back on my feet, back with a mic, back on the beat, back with a family that bang in the streets. The game on lock, I stand with a key. Standing my ground, I am planning to flee. Standing my ground, I am planting my feet. Taking a stand, embracing my destiny, shaking his hand. Flipping the script, changing the plans. Up to the top and I'm taking the fans. Making them jump, making them dance. Making them jump, making them dance. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Hickory dock, giving them all that we got. Kick on the door, try to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing, keeping it gangster. Getting the perks and I'm happy to earn them. Mr. Ambitious, kill it, I'm vicious, Mr. Determined. Riding the storm, but focus on rainbow connections like Kermit. The water on my shoulders, it was a burden. Now I don't notice it, everything turning, everything shifting, doing it different. I'm floating, I'm drifting. Shout out the slums, round the world we uplifted, doing it big. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We about to change the game.
I got it like that. Yeah, I got it like that. I got it like that. Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in the choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher. Who's that girl? That's me, I'm on fire. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm good anywhere, I don't pay a fee. VIP with the bosses, that's where I be. Throwing money in the air while I'm standing on the seats. Popping bottles with the models, get like me. My wrist on froze, never missing any meals. I feel like LeBron cause I get the ring. If you're bad and you know it, you're my 2020 twin. You can roll with me cause all I do is win. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. Everywhere I go, they wanna take my picture. They liking it, loving it, they gotta zoom in. I don't care about the rumors, it's amusing. I don't care about no drama, I get hotter in the summer. I just get to the money, that ain't never been a problem. If you want it, then I got it, I ain't ever gonna stop it. Either love it or you hate it, it don't matter cause I'm popping. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal. I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal.
It feels good, man. It feels good, right? Alright, yo. I'm in the light at the end of the tunnel. Paper stacks, yeah, I got them in the bundles. Harry Potter breaking bread with the muggles. They said I wouldn't make it, now they looking puzzled. They said I wouldn't take it, I would go and hustle. Get the bag, it ain't never getting fumbled. In the jack, but we came up from the bottom. Through the cracks, let the light pour in. Have a blast, let the drinks pour in. Take a risk like it's a short thing. Going in, yeah, I'm going all in. Getting flued out, yeah, you can bring a friend. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in the toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in your toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. I just do see you laters, no goodbyes. New flows, new highs. Through the dark clouds, see the blue skies. It will be I, just you wait. It's a new day. Ride in the storm like a new wave. Shake, shake, shake. Move it to the beat now. Got the heat now, deep down, we know. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in your toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in your toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. It's going down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going down. It's going down.
just talk one time. Whoa. Whoa. Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet. Yeah, that's a guarantee. King of the city, man, they knowing that it's me. Hey, damn, you're still doing it with ease. Cause it ain't that hard when I'm talking about me. Me and my funds. Told them I get what I want. I need my money up front. I do not do this for fun. So I've been here my whole life. I ain't seen them here once. Told them I ain't playing, they don't wanna get hurt, dog. It's about time I done show them how it works, dog. Seen them in the shit, but now they all worse off. I ain't in a race if I ain't coming first, dog. Told them step back if they ain't in the game now. It was moving slow, so I had to find a pace now. All they trying to talk, not the time or the place now. Coming for the pot, and I got a pocket ace now. Ooh. Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet. Long days, long and nice. You feel? Now, I don't even know, lady. Take it, go. I'ma do it anyway. Put 'em in the dirt, say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first. Call up the nurse, put the beat in her hearse. This is absurd, take to berserk. Don't get on the tracks, man, and they better swerve. Don't got a nerve, man, I never curse. Just casting these spells when I'm spelling these words. That's real, that's too real. I've been Roosevelt, I need a new deal. Trying to figure out what I should do still. I'm really never waiting here too still. I don't even know what I should say at all. Should I jump on in? Should I get involved? Guys around me, they love to talk. I take it all with a grain of salt. This work that I'm doing, they never see through it. And all of this rap that I see that they ruin. I came in the game and I'm trying to undo it. And still they all say they don't know if to shoot it. I gotta see through it, man, won't be deluded. With all these illusions, I know it's disputed. I gotta keep growing, they see what my root is.
Welcome back to another EMU Overwatch stream. I have another friendly face with me today. This is Moment. She's
Hi.
also benched with me this week.
Yippee.
Forever, for always. We're always on the bench together. And we're ready for another good game. It is EMU versus Ohio today. And guess what? It's patch day again, guys. It's patch day. We're also gonna lower the camera down a little bit.
That's a lot of head. That's too much.
That's a little too much.
Come on.
That's a little, look, it accelerates. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. So, introduce yourself to the stream.
I'm
Some of
Moment.
you might know her.
Yeah, hi. I'm Moment. That's what I play support for the team, and Lucio's really good right now, so I don't play.
Yeah, another flex support. A little bit of DPS as well. Very good Genji player.
Which I also didn't get to play for the team.
Yeah. Look, we're both really good. You have to promise us. You have to believe us. We promise you. That's why we're on the bench. But yeah, it's another patch day. Another
Yeah.
patch day and game day. Very fun, very cool. Going into another meta that we have no idea, and we're playing a game on the same day.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad games are on Tuesdays.
It's really cool, and everyone loves Patch Tuesday. So, what do you think of the patch today?
Honestly, I don't think it's a huge change. The biggest changes seem to be the characters that don't really matter. Like Maga got a lot of changes, but
He did.
we're not
I
going to see
think
them.
everyone was saying it was like a net buff, right?
It's a net buff, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look at it too closely, but I believe it was like 15 characters got changes, but a lot of them were really small. So Doom got a buff,
Hmm.
a small buff on his ult. Ram got a huge buff on his
Yeah,
slow.
slow's really good now, but Ram is already good, so it doesn't really change the meta all that.
I don't know. He's just going to be more hard meta. Like, sure, why not? Orisa finally got a Terra ult. First 25% charges faster. Silver is
Might
very
kill
happy
something
about
with it
that.
now.
Finally, going to actually kill something. DPS passive got slightly reverted from 20% to 15%.
That's good.
And I already saw someone complaining that it was too much.
Oh, of course they did.
It was a support, though.
It was a support player?
It was a support. I don't know why a support player would be complaining that they are now more effective, but
I don't know.
it really is.
Was it Twitter?
No, it was in Bluke's game.
It
I was
wasn't
watching
Twitter?
Bluke play.
Okay.
Bluke was on Flashpoint, and his Ana said they really over nerfed the DPS passive, and it's like, did they though?
5%. I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't think it makes a difference.
Yeah, I think as a tank player, they should do the opposite. They should make, if you're getting shot at, you actually take more healing.
Anyway.
So how about we go into our standings? So we've got Miami, Ball State, Northeastern, Ohio, Kent State, Akron, Bowling Green in the top half. And then do you think we can do it? Little Eastern Michigan breaking out of 7 into the top 8, into the top 50%.
Well, if we beat Ohio today, that'll certainly put us a lot higher.
I'm rooting for it. It's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle for us, but I think we can do it. I believe you said I didn't remember, but you said we had scrimmed Ohio previously.
Yes, our first week, we played them in a warm-up scrim, and we did pretty well against them. So I have high hopes for today.
I'm definitely thankful, or not thankful, hopeful. That's what it is.
That's a completely
definitely hopeful that we are going to be able to do pretty well here. So here we see our starting lineup: Silver, Rose, House, Luke, Indigo. Our mainstays, always there, always good. Dex is joining us on the bench today. On the bench is me, Moment, and Dex. A little bit of a last-minute swap. We have been playing a lot with Dex starting instead of House last 2-ish weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was our bye week, so we didn't see anything there. But Dex on the Tracer has definitely been a force that we've been playing with, and it's been pretty decent so far, pretty good. But this patch didn't nerf Tracer.
Shockingly.
I don't know why. I don't know why they need to.
Balance team's cooking it up.
Yeah. But no Tracer nerfs, but we still are seeing House swapped. And I believe it's because Dr. Rosenau also has a Tracer on him, but Sombra's coming in. I think we've seen some Sombra before, but House on the Sombra is definitely going to be an interesting play. A little bit of a last-minute swap once the patch notes drop. What was her buff?
The main thing is her virus does more impact damage. So when
it's like 10 more though, isn't it?
15 more brings it to 25 total. But when you hack somebody, it does double damage. It'll do 50 on impact on hack target.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Okay. Like you can headshot with it?
When it's hacked, it's a crit.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know how to read that. I don't play
Mm-hmm.
Sombra. Why would you play Sombra?
Tank player. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got Silver on tank, Rose and House on DPS. Rose and House have quite a tendency to end up on each other's characters, though. I don't know why, but we'll see if it happens.
$5 saying House plays Tracer this match.
Do you think at some point Rose is going to be on Sombra and House is going to be on Tracer?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I will buy a taco for you if that happens.
Yeah, I'll think that.
You heard it here first. You gotta hold me to it. Gotta hold me to it, guys. So, yes, Silver tank, Rose, House, DPS, classic lineup. Luke and Indigo on the support, another classic lineup. I don't know if we're going to end up on the same support lineup or not, because we have been running. I'm sure you guys have all been seeing a lot of Moira. And sometimes in my ranked games, a little too much Moira. Some Moiras are not very good. Some Moiras like to throw their morbs. But no morbs. Maybe a little morb. Maybe a little tiny morb.
We'll see a lot of Lucio though.
Definitely still Lucio. Lucio is still quite strong. That boop buff from a couple of weeks ago.
It feels really good. I've been playing a lot of Lucio.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It feels really bad if you're a tank player.
Oh, it feels really good if you play Lucio.
I'm going to borrow postage from house.
Ah.
But yeah, probably. Anyway, no. The Ram buff. The Ram buff. That's probably what we're going to be seeing a lot of today. Is it was an additional
45.
45?
From 45 to 70.
Yeah, so an additional 35 damage,
Oh, yeah.
25 damage on Ramatra's slow. So yeah.
So neither of us can do math. It's all right.
From 45 to 70?
Yeah, you said 35 and I said 45.
And then I correct myself to 25. Come on, man. 25 more damage on Ramatra's slow, plus 1 second off of his cooldown. So now 70 damage, 11-second cooldown. When he's already really strong, it's already a cooldown that we play around a lot. Kind of the solution to a lot of the Winston that we've been seeing. Winston jump as Winston do. Winston tried to jump out, but Winston can't jump out because slow.
Excellent analysis.
Yeah. I should really replace Suji.
Yeah,
That's what it is. But yeah, now it's just up more often. It does more. I don't know why.
I don't know what they saw in that.
It's like the Sojourn buff from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
When Sojourn, the strongest DPS in that meta, had been the strongest DPS for so long, basically since her release, got a buff. It had retained 25% rail charge. I don't know. The devs, man. The devs. They be devin. They really do be developing that video game. So what do you think we're gonna see? Because I'm thinking a lot of Ramatra.
I would also not be surprised to see a lot of Winston on more open maps, where Ramatra could struggle to get to like the high grounds, close distances quickly. Yeah.
So we're starting on Samoa. So I think we can both agree probably Ramatra on that one,
Ramatra
especially on Volcano.
Maybe not on Beach, but
I could see either. I could see it being a coin flip depending on which point specifically we end up starting on. Maybe we try the Ramatra, or maybe the team is in a warm up scrim right now, probably getting close to the end and looking to probably start the game here pretty soon. But depending on what they experience in that warm up scrim, maybe the Ramatra is just not as good for some reason. The May also got a buff. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see May.
Maybe. I was leaving on purpose. I think as long as Tracer doesn't get nerfed, I think Tracer's just too good to see a May right now.
Yeah, but your Tracer replaces your hit scan and not your flex DPS.
I could see May Tracer, I guess.
The Reaper guy got a buff. Bigger ult. Did he get ult charge reduced at all?
Yeah, more ults. Ults do more damage.
Ults up more often, and ults do more damage. Good. We've all been saying he needs it. Still my favorite character.
Yeah.
And now really is one of the best ults in the game.
One of the best in the game.
Right, guys?
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
Speaking of best ults in the game, you know what else got an ult buff?
EMP.
Sombra.
EMP now
Sombra's
faster,
EMP.
so we get more EMPs.
Yeah, more EMPs. More Sombra. Probably why we're seeing House in right now. We'll see how it ends up working, but House charging up those EMPs, getting them off more frequently, that's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that's a good read for us, and that we do get a lot more win conditions around it. But I feel like you can probably play. Are we just going to see the same DPS lineup the whole time between the Tracer and the Sombra?
I think it will be mostly Tracer Sombra.
Because I know Reaper is definitely a comfort pick for Rose. But I don't think that's really his play in this lineup. Because House is going to be the flex DPS. Are we going to see the House Reaper?
I think on smaller maps. I think they go to Volcano on Samoa. We'll definitely see a Reaper there.
I could definitely see it.
I think King's Row might see a Reaper.
Yeah, I can see both of those. It'll be interesting to see if they determine if Sombra is worth keeping the entire time. We did hear a little bit of Suji wanting to run the Sojourn again. Sojourn was, in my opinion, a little bit underrated for the last couple weeks or so since the first patch dropped. But Suji, our coach, decided no Sojourn, no Sojourn, no Sojourn, and now maybe a little bit of Sojourn
as a treat.
You can have a little of Sojourn as a treat. But maybe we'll see the Sojourn. Maybe if the Tracer doesn't work out, or very niche situations, we can see the Tracer coming out, or the Sojourn replacing the Tracer. Maybe in those situations, we end up with the Reaper as well. But I feel like the Sombra Tracer kind of 1-2 punch on it is just kind of too strong to break up. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them completely swapped. Like, why would you ever not run Tracer? Third point King's Row. I feel like we talked about that before. Maybe it's a little bit hard to play Tracer there. Maybe the Soj is better.
Long angles.
Really, brand new patch, only been out a little bit. How have I not talked? Reinhardt got a buff. Ryan got a buff. Ryan is meta.
Yeah,
Ryan is absolutely meta. I'm going to totally bench Silver after this one. We're playing nothing but Reinhardt. 25 more armor, 20 more damage on his Fire Strike. Reinhardt takes over. Absolutely. Still good.
And Ayari also got, but no, I'm kidding.
No, no
one cares about that.
Did Ayari get buffed?
Yeah, her primary fire is faster now.
I posted the patch notes and looked at the patch notes at work, so I didn't have a lot of time to look at them and really study them. All I saw was Doomfist got like a slight buff, which is weird because Doom is pretty meta right now.
All teams are running Doom.
Yeah, we're not running
too many
Doom.
people in my ranked games.
Yeah. A lot of people are like,
including me.
I'm a really good Doomfist.
Yeah, but I'm actually a really good Doomfist, so it's fine.
I want to push you out of frame, but then you're going to have to like recenter yourself.
Okay, but I have a 70% win percentage on him.
Anyway, Reinhardt takes over the meta. I'm calling it. Totally not going to get demolished by Orisa. Totally not going to get punched through his shield by Ram. Totally not going to get jumped over by Winston. Reinhardt, guys. I believe. I'm coping so hard.
Maybe they give him a third Fire Strike.
No, what they need to do is give him his 2,000 health shield back. Because they reduced it at the end of Overwatch 1 because double shield was so oppressive. Like they reduced all the other shields. And now it's just been 14. Or no, it did get a slight buff over the course of Overwatch 2. Got a slight buff, I think, by 100 health. Doesn't really do much. It's a giant rectangle. I just want to play Rectangle Man.
Yeah, he sucks. So.
It's so sad. I love him. He's so fun. He's my guy. They nerfed my main, Jerry. They nerfed my main. But yeah, who do you want to see buffed?
Buffed? I want to see Zenyatta buffed because I want to.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do want to see Zenyatta buffed. I don't think Zenyatta should be buffed. I think Zenyatta should be removed.
From like an objective game state, yes, but I want to play.
That's so true. So true. No, our role is the bench. We play the bench very well.
The bench is super warm.
It's so warm. So warm. I'm putting all my 120 damage Fire Strikes on the bench right now. Keeping it really, really good and toasty. But, okay, I think we're just kind of stalling for time at this point because I think we are...
Watch didn't turn on.
Officially... Oh, maybe looking at...
Changed.
Oh, there's the schedule. So anyway, let's talk about some other games. Actually, that's all Overwatch 2. Never mind. So right now we've got Ohio, and then same time next week, Northern Illinois. Week after that, Miami, Ohio. And then a week after that, Ball State. I believe those are all pretty good teams. Miami, number 1, correct? Right? I remember that, if I remember the standings correct.
Yes, Miami is currently number 1 and Ball State is number 2. But Northern Illinois is number 9 right now, I believe.
Okay, so clearly those are all wins for us. All of it, we're going to take all of those.
I'm right there. I got it.
So against Miami, Ohio. I believe they have some former Overwatch League players, right?
Easy run.
So easy
worried about
dub,
that at all,
easy dub
actually.
for us.
Probably take the week to prep for Ball State, honestly.
Yeah. We just skip over them. We don't need to watch it. You guys can tune in and watch us completely destroy the Overwatch League players. They don't know what's coming. I will play Reinhardt for it, and everything will be fine. There's nothing that can compete. But yeah, going to be some pretty good games. I don't know when the other games are played, when our Rocket League and our League of Legends, but they are also on this channel, so you should tune in whenever those games are live, which I believe our Rocket League game got bumped because of scheduling, and maybe it's League of Legends bye week or something. I don't. Oh, League is done. Never mind.
We're being informed that League is over, and we'll be streaming Call of Duty now.
Oh, big. Actually, it's all Overwatch. All Overwatch, top to bottom, front to back.
They'll be streaming our ranked games.
Yeah. Maybe I can get JV's scrims on here.
Fun.
That would actually be pretty fun. Have JV on broadcast for a change. I will cast their scrim for them. It might be a little silly, but I'd do it. So I think we're just kind of waiting to get in game now. So the Cowboy Bebop collab. Cowboy Bebop collab. Would you like to share your opinion on the Cowboy Bebop collab?
They are skins in the game.
That's so true. They are skins available in the game of Overwatch 2.
You can purchase them for $56. What a bargain.
That's such a bargain, guys. Okay. I do have to admit, I will be wearing the Corgi, the Ein weapon charm
guy.
And the player icon, and I will never be taking them off. That's the only reason I'm going to be. I'm not going to buy them, but they're free, so I'm going to have them forever. And it's just, if you know me, it's the Korgs, man. All the Korgs. But the other skins, the paid skins, the trailer for the skins dropped, and it was in an anime style. And everyone said, wow, that looks so cool. I can't wait. This is going to make them so much money. And then the skins launched.
It's all been downhill from there, really.
Yeah.
I think they make special sounds, though. I don't know. I didn't buy them.
We'll never know, because I don't know if anyone will.
Well, House bought them. I don't know.
House. How dare you? I did see him wearing the Sombra skin. I think he just bought it for the Sombra skin. I don't think he plays the other. I know he plays some Cass. But yeah, that's a collab. And then I believe they're doing a Porsche collab, which also strikes me as a little odd. Well, I can understand.
There's just so many Porsche drivers who play Overwatch 2. So honestly, it's a really natural collab.
Truly. The Diva Porsche skin, every Porsche driver that I know plays Diva.
How many Porsche drivers do you know?
I don't know any Porsche drivers. All of them play Diva. A little bit of a weird one. Not quite sure. I can understand all the anime collabs so far. It's been, well, I guess the second one was K-pop, was a K-pop group, but that it all kinds of that Eastern entertainment fits pretty well with the audience.
It feels like a shared interest.
Yeah,
I've seen One Punch Man. I know people who listen to Lace FRM. I think I butchered that, but I've watched Cowboy Bebop, but I don't know anyone who owns a Porsche.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know anyone whose parents own a Porsche.
Isn't it Porsche?
It could be. I don't know.
That's Overwatch players. Porsche.
I think if you have one, you probably say Porsche, but
that sounds about right. But yeah, some interesting collabs. Definitely, they are collaborating. They are developing games. They are making balance changes.
Really, those things are objectively true.
Yeah, they are Blizzard Entertainment, owned by Microsoft.
Yeah, small indie company.
Yeah, yeah, good game. I'm a big fan of the Overwatch 2.
Yeah,
as long as they let me play
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
I can't wait for Overwatch 3. Well, they'll add a third tank.
It's so true. Actually, I think they're going to remove the other tank.
Remove tanks altogether.
Yeah, no tanks.
Interesting.
DPS Reinhardt. That's how I play
I
Reinhardt.
could see it. Give him like make him really fast.
Yeah.
Take
Instead
away
of a
shield.
shield, he gets a pocket Lucio.
That'd be fun.
Okay. Real talk. If there was a Lucio weapon charm, I would wear that on Reinhardt.
Like just an actual Lucio.
Just like a
little
live
minifigure?
animated Lucio, just
Like a
like
Lucio
like
mini-
dangling from my hammer. I would do it. It'd be my pocket Lucio. Look,
They should do that.
TF2 did it.
Like make minifigures and add them for weapon charms.
Yeah.
And then maybe someone will use weapon charms.
I think everyone uses weapon charms. Have you ever seen Malga's weapon charm?
No. 'Cause I
Where
don't equip
it's
them.
where it is. It's literally like a Where's Waldo? Because
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Silver told me to find the weapon charm that he was wearing, and it's like at the end of his gun, like half hidden. It's ridiculous. But see, man,
What?
I'm too short to be Reinhardt. I'm Reinhardt RL.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. But we're finally going in game. It's just a little bit of a delay. Hopefully we can see what we were talking about before.
starting on Samoa here. Let's see what they're gonna play.
Maybe. I can keep yapping. We all know I can keep yapping. But there it is.
On
There's
Volcano.
Samoa. Silver, House, Rose, Bluke, Indigo. Very comfortable lineup. Very much looking forward to how this game is going to go. I think we can take it to him.
Yeah. I think we're ready.
My favorite character is the Reaper guy. Special move, honestly, one of the best in the game. And so he comes equipped with these 2 revolvers that actually only take about 3 or 4 shots to execute a kill. It comes really in handy when you come from the side. So I think we're seeing a
That's
little
not
bit of just
Reaper.
spawn room trolling right now. I'd be surprised. It's not even Indigo on the Mercy.
Yeah, usually Indigo's the one doing the shenanigans.
Yeah, and wouldn't be an NA game of Overwatch if we didn't immediately start with a pause.
Yep.
This is what we call NA scrims, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite. We've got another 6 minutes before NA scrims are official. That is when the game starts 15 minutes late, and I think we are all legally allowed to leave. I think that's how the joke goes. I think we actually. Do you remember what the rulebook time is? If it's like 20 minutes before.
I don't remember.
But I think, yeah. I think it's about
Maybe
20
we'll get to
minutes.
rulebook.
Yay. Winning by default is my favorite victory. Hey, look, that's kind of what the Reinhardt comp is supposed to do, is win
Mhm.
by default. You just sit on point, you just win. You just win because you're on point, and they're not on point, and you can't get on point because I'm on point. I have a big rectangle.
Fantastic analysis.
That's why I'm the color caster, man. That's why I'm the color caster. It's all about it. So, looking like, yep, there's the Doomfist on the enemy team. Echo, we've also been seeing a lot of. TPing out, and hopefully seeing the Tracer. Yep. So, House on Tracer. Probably going to be playing to kill that Echo on their fly quite a bit. But we'll see how this first fight ends up working out.
EMU's got control of the point here, although they're getting flanked from multiple angles.
Doomfist is getting in there. Silver going deep with the shield, trying to poke out that Doomfist. Doom getting out, but getting the slow off. Just taking a long fight here, trying to control that space, letting the objective come up, and trying to just keep them out of their space while they build their ults up. Just using their stronger neutral position here, waiting for them to engage on them. The Tracer going no read, the Doom punching in, Silver with this deep shield trying to block off the angle while they look for Doom. Lucio is trapped on that slow, trying to get out that Lucio, not able to do it. But the Echo going down in the chaos, but Bluke also going down, 1 for 1. The Echo already coming back, just looking to build ults here and probably looking for Bluke's Coalescence. But unfortunately, Bluke is out of the fight, so we're not going to be able to use that. Silver just trying to do everything he can to stall the point. Looking like we're just going to trickle in, get touches, get 30, 40% off before the fight is actually over. And it looks like it's going to be a regroup.
Yeah, without that Moira heals from Moira dying early, just hard to keep that team alive.
Yeah, definitely going to be a lot more difficult without that Moira. But we are coming up on both Beat and Coalescence. Probably just going to walk in by ripping our Coalescence and hopefully take out that Echo. Probably just going to sit around and wait for their Echo to go. Rose is initiating first, trying to get that Lucio out, trying to get the Kiri out. The interesting rush coming out, but taking out both DPS. Lucio going off the map. Rose hunting down that Doomfist, not letting him get out, and flipping the map back, and this is looking really good for
Reaper
EMU.
just tearing them apart. Maybe we'll see our buffed Reaper ult here.
But it is my favorite character. Everyone loves the Reaper guy ult. Best ult in the game. Just waiting for the enemy team to come back here. Holding point objective. EMU does not want to take unrelevant or irrelevant space. Really just caring about that objective. You have 5 ults coming up, with enemy team only having a beat and looking like a dupe and a doom ult to come and contest them.
Our ult economy is certainly booming.
Definitely very good coming out with Coalescence. Blue with a wonderful fade to get out of that Doomfist punch to cancel it. My favorite character, the Reaper guy, dropping his ult, but Blue all still going down, getting the Echo copy out, but Rose getting punched off the edge. Very scrappy fight going down.
Finding a trade.
Looking like we're just fighting for 99 here, trying to get that Lucio out. Silver trying not to pop his Annihilation, just trying to get 99 and continue the fight, and then probably take a recontest. But they might be able to flip it, but not with Silver going down. It looks like they're probably going to have to end up just stalling the point out here. Indigo also going down. Luke finding a Morb kill on the Kiri. Rose just doing what he can to delay point, and it looks like it's going to be a regroup for EMU.
99 to 30. EMU looking very good here. 2 ults coming into it.
Definitely going to be some interesting plays. Hopefully House can hit a big pulse, maybe get some cooldowns out, but mirrored by the enemy pulse. We do have our Ramatra ult, and nothing to really respond to it. So hopefully we can just win this from Silver's good discipline on holding his Annihilation on that last fight.
That'll be very big for this fight.
Looking to sweep out that Doomfist and just keep him from really doing much if he has to back off and just live. The Annihilation coming out, killing that Doomfist very easily. And EMU just trying to contest that point. I can tell that EMU is having a very good time here. This is looking very good for EMU. House taking out that Lucio, trying to escape on the back end.
Now it's just clean up here for EMU.
And it looks like Doom is
Ohio coming in 1 at a time.
just going to touch. The Echo going down to Blue. Rose, or House that is, actually recalling back out, finding the Kiri and the Echo with Luke. And this really is just cleanup. EMU is just doing what they can to hold the space. Doom all coming in desperation. Not too much he can do by himself. What a first round for EMU. That
Looking very
was
dominant here.
I can already hear them very
Rose
excited
is popping
behind
off.
them.
I can hear him.
Very, very good. That was interesting.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. I was expecting a little bit more from Ohio there, actually. I don't think that EMU actually did anything too fancy.
Yeah, just Ramatra Reaper, good fundamentals.
Really was just good fundamentals, and maybe it's that we read the patch better and just kind of, I mean, they can read too. They can read the patch, but
That's Ohio.
interpreted the patch a little bit better, knowing kind of what is going to be stronger here. But it looks like the Junker Queen and the Reaper and the maybe the Sim is going to stick around. We'll see if it's just for TP. But Rose picking up the Cassidy. Very interesting pick. And House coming back out with the Tracer. Interesting that we have Rose not on Tracer.
Maybe
and
reading
House,
the Doomfist.
Definitely. Definitely an interesting pick, especially once they see that it's going to be a Junker Queen.
See how they react.
But the Junker Queen into the Ramatra is definitely going to favor the Ramatra, especially finding
the pick on the Moira.
The Moira just going down immediately simply to poke damage. Not even, I don't think, particularly focused poke. That was just, they just happened to go down. But that's going to be first fight for EMU without even really having a fight. EMU didn't even really have a chance to build ults. No ults across the board coming up, so really just going into another more or less first fight with EMU controlling the board and just taking up their percentage. Looks like Tracer out there on the flank. The rest of Ohio hard stack and trying to take that bridge. And we are just holding that space, trying to build up our ults. Not anything too fancy, just very well restrained, letting them come to us.
He was just getting too low, walking into our space. Forced that shout early, and now they can't really engage on us.
Definitely. It looks like House does lose the Tracer duel, unfortunately. But we do still have point control, so this is, the longer the fight goes, the better for us. So as long as we do keep contesting, looks like Silver is going to drop and just block. It's thinking the same thing that I am, just keep this point alive. Everyone is going to just slowly trickle out, trying to keep that point up. Silver going down, Blue going down, Indigo, and Rose following House. Unfortunately dying first. Do have to flame House a little bit. It is tradition.
Gotta. 40% off a first fight, and we're back on the Reaper now that they're not on Doomfist.
But we do already have our beat coming out. mirrored by nothing on the enemy team, but it looks like probably Coalescence is going to come out pretty quickly. Rose getting picked first this time, not great. EMU just kind of needs to take a quick fight and die here. But Silver's looking to get a lot of ult charge there. Very, very good. Pummeling through like that. Pummel does penetrate through its targets. So all of that hard stacking that Ohio is doing right into our Reaper and our Amatra is very, very good. We do have our Annihilation, our Pulse Bomb, our Kitsune Rush, and our Beat Up only mirrored by pretty much 4 ults on the enemy team.
4 ults aside. See how this plays out.
But that is Coalescence coming out from Ohio, not really finding much. Looks like House forcing point.
And now Ohio's just turning around, giving us our space back.
Very good. Ohio popping Coalescence just kind of needlessly, but a very good Coalescence, or not Coalescence, but Kitsune Rush from Blue coming out here. The beats, both teams' beats coming out. Reaper guy, my favorite character, finding Bluke, unfortunately. It's probably going to be the last of this fight as EMU tries to just reset for another one. They've just got to reset and take their last fight here. We do have our Annihilation and another Reaper guy ult coming up, but they are mirrored by their Queen ult and their Pulse Bomb.
Luke will have to save a good Suzu for that Queen ult.
Yeah, definitely going to be playing around that Queen ult. It looks like Ohio is holding very close. So hopefully House is able to sneak away and touch point. It's going to be very important. But Indigo going down, unfortunately. But
the Rummel's finding a lot of value here.
Definitely taking.
Hopefully that'll be enough to take the fight even.
Taking out their Reaper, but not quite enough. Our Reaper and our Fury go down as well. Silver just doing everything he can to keep this point alive. But it looks like round 2 is probably going to go to Ohio here.
Yeah, EMU's straggling onto point now. So we'll see if we get this Reaper ult off. But it looks like this will be the end of round 2.
That was not quite as good. What do you think happened? I was kind of expecting EMU to kind of walk on that Queen there.
Yeah, I just didn't really have an answer for that Queen. The Queen just kind of ran us down.
Yeah.
Finding a pick early every fight.
Definitely, I feel like that one definitely is on EMU's shoulders. I don't feel like EMU played particularly well there, finding a lot of picks early. Ohio was finding a lot of picks on EMU early there. Not really able to get full fights the way that we want to. On paper, our comp should be winning against theirs.
Reaper and a Queen.
We should be able to just kind of walk over that Queen, but we can't do it 4v5. Definitely
looks
is
like
going to be something.
The Winston now. Back on Sombra Tracer.
Probably, and it looks like, yep, Tracer going back to Rose, and House picking up the Sombra. This is something that EMU is very comfortable with, so I wouldn't be surprised to see us knock out Ohio here pretty easily. But that Queen is going to be a little bit uncomfortable for Silver, especially with a Reaper. I wouldn't be surprised to see Silver just comfort swap off of this, considering those double shotguns.
Yeah, those shotguns really hurt Winston's big squishy head.
Yeah, not great. I can tell you, it does not feel good. Struggling to really find a pick. All of these, Ohio is just standing together, but that Moira getting very low. Bubble coming out from Silver, slowly taking space.
Finding hacks, finding dives with the Tracer. Looks like he's...
Unfortunately, our Blue, our House, and our Silver all going down, with Rose just kind of straggling back, trying to keep them from contesting point for too long. But finally, Ohio is able to take him out, and they do flip the point in Ohio's favor.
Yeah, no ults coming up from EMU, just a Pulse Bomb. See if that can connect to something big, but with Reaper, Moira, Tracer, a lot of ways to get this Pulse off. House has actually scouted them, taking a quick fight. We'll see how they react to this.
Definitely going to be interesting. Not getting the hack off, unfortunately, getting scouted very quickly. But huge double Pulse Bomb coming out from Rose. What a pulse. That should turn the tide of the fight. They just need to play slowly, play to their advantage, get that Lucio out of there.
With no more shotguns, our Winston's going to clean up the fight.
Winston is winning, as he says, and he is there. Winston is there. We all love a Winston. Woo, that was nasty on that on that Moira. But EMU coming into the next fight, not really that down in point percentage, considering how long we contested thanks to Rose. But we do have pretty much all of our ults coming up. Probably going to see our Primal come up mid-fight, but probably playing around our EMU's EMP, and a big pick coming out on Ohio, on Ohio's Queen and Tracer. This isn't even going to be another fight. Silver pushing the advantage, seeing if he can get another fight.
Pick. looks like all of Ohio got back in their spawn and just waiting for their tank.
Yep, that's very, very good. Taking a quick look out on the yacht, just making sure the wind is blowing and the sea is sailing. But probably just going to look around to play around our EMP. Very easy fight winner. And like we were saying before the stream started, those EMPs do come up quick this time. Kitsune coming out first. But Blue and Indigo both going down very quickly. Unfortunately, not able to get the EMP or anything else off
the
only
scene worlds here.
Hopefully EMU is able to just get some good ult percentage or good point percentage off of that. Almost up to the good number.
Almost got the funny number.
Almost, not quite. But this is going to be a little bit rough. It looks like Ohio's ult economy is a little bit better than ours, with both support ults, a DPS ult, and their tank ult coming up. Probably just going to try and take a dry fight, I would hope.
Ohio
Hopefully
looking for the same early fight. Scout it out.
Maybe looking for an EMP, very big EMP.
Early EMP.
But they are able to get the beat off, not quite up big enough. And it looks like all of Ohio's ults are probably going to come out here. Silver hanging on to our they're letting Primal come out, hopefully able to turn the fight in their advantage. Moira going down on Ohio's side, but House going down 4v4 here. Silver desperately wanting that queen to get out of there. Nothing can save that queen, but nothing can save Silver either. And now it's just Rose and House looking for what they can on point. Indigo is also trying to do what he can, but Bluke able to get out that Lucio. That Reaper's got no Wraith. That Reaper's got to die. Very big threat to our Monkey. And we've got point this whole time. Very good ticking up on that percentage. Very good.
Had no answer to the Tracer. Rose just farming them.
There seems like a little bit of a Tracer diff, honestly. I'm not really seeing too much from their Tracer, especially with that double pulse that went pretty much unanswered. Although EMU did use all ults, maybe coming up on Kitsune halfway through this fight, but really need to get a lot of value out of it. But Ohio also not really having anything except for a pulse bomb. As long as we can play around that pulse bomb and sweep them out of our space, I don't think EMU is going to have too hard of a time with this. Kitsune coming up at 97. We just got to get it popped off and clear off this point.
EMU. Pulse finds our Winston, though. This will be a tough one.
Definitely not great to start the fight without our Silver in there. Silver on the Monkey is not to be trifled with. EMP coming out.
Huge EMP from Sombra.
And the Moira goes down, but so does Rose and House. We have no DPS on point. Even if we lose this fight, we have another. Don't need to exert ourselves. Silver coming back on the ball just to contest. Probably not what I would recommend at this point. We do have another fight. We don't want to be throwing away our ults like this. All we're going to have is our Pulse Bomb mirrored by their Queen ult, their Moira's ult, and their Lucio's ult. Gonna be a rough one for EMU. Just need to try to...
looking for a Pulse Bomb.
Not able to find it on the Reaper. Bubble coming out. That Queen going down is massive. Silver's just got to stabilize and get himself back up before he can re-engage. Waiting out this Coalescence. Hopefully not dying to that Reaper. With the beat coming out, but EMU absorbing it very well. Just keeping Silver up. That is their win condition. Just let them take the long fight. The Pulse Bomb taking Silver out. Rose trying to do anything he can to keep this team in the fight, but all of EMU going down within a second. Not able to save.
Too many ults.
Third point of Samoa. And Ohio ekes out the win just barely. Oh, just really an ult diff on that third point there. Just not able to
Ohio's
withstand.
Ult economy just so much stronger.
Not able to withstand the Moira ult, the Rampage, and the beat versus just a pulse bomb. Just we put a little bit too much into the fight just before. And we really didn't need to. If we had just got 99, die, let us come back with however many ults we had, 4, maybe 5, and we could have just steamrolled. But unfortunately, we just really wanted to get that fight and maybe got a little overzealous.
Round 1 did look very good, though. I hope we can make a comeback here.
Round 1 has me very hopeful, especially with the beginning of round 2. Looks like with that Moira going down, hopefully we can punish their mistakes and just play with discipline. That's the name of the game. It's always the name of the game is discipline. Discipline, ult economy, all of the macro stuff, the big picture stuff. That's what wins fights, not necessarily the flashy stuff. Like Rose hitting that double pulse, really, really good. but we still lost the map.
Mhm.
It's not always about the
Not
flashy
consistent.
plays. It's not always about like this one hero play. It's about the consistency. It's about playing together. It's about communication. All of that stuff. It's something that I know EMU can do, and I know that EMU excels at. It just is something that needs to be locked in because Ohio is also clearly able to do it as well. We just need to be able to do it better than Ohio.
Luckily, the Rom Reaper does work very well into their queen, and they do seem to favor their queen.
Definitely, that queen is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Mhm.
We were able to sweep them out a couple of times, get some big picks, but not really finding too much after that. I don't quite recall the ends of those fights. But if we are able to just front to back, kill their queen, just a Moira and just a Lucio, it's a lot of group heals. A lot of group heals able to sustain a full team very well. But if we are able to focus fire on that queen and Rom slow, pummel, get some headshots, Tracer getting a cut angle coming in from behind, that's going to be what takes the queen out.
Mhm.
And if one team has a tank and another team doesn't, what do you think happens, Moment?
Probably the team with the tank wins.
I would say the team with the tank wins. I think I would agree with that assessment. I think a lot of our viewers would agree that tank good, having players good. So the queen, I don't think is as big of a threat. I think that if the queen is left unchecked, that's where we're going to suffer.
Yep.
As I have. But if we are able to just kill that queen is not as stable as she looks with just a Moira and a Lucio. The longer that fight goes on, the more the queen is going to heal, more axes she's going to get off. Just got to get her out, not let her get the value that she wants in a longer, scrappier fight. Just pummel her, slow her, get her out of there, move on, roll them over. That was also a Doomfist that we started with on map 1 or point 1. Again, I think I think ram into that Doom pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you think we would? We're not going to. Suji's never going to let Silver play the horse.
Surely not.
Surely not.
I think they got off that Doomfist pretty quickly. They didn't like him on the other points, which honestly I think are better for Doomfist.
Yeah, it was now that you mention it, that is a little bit weird that we'd played the Queen on Beach and Volcano, and not on on Beach and City Center, but not on Volcano. That's a much smaller, brawlier map. Typically a lot better for Queen.
Yeah, I think their Doomfist couldn't really find any value into our team.
Yeah, and Doom, it seems like they probably should have flipped those, unless I'm not on their team. I don't know what their
Maybe
strat
they know
is.
something we don't.
Maybe. Queen didn't get a buff this patch. She was decently strong before, but not really anything meta defining. Doomfist definitely was. So the fact that we can force them off of the meta character onto a kind of off meta character means that EMU definitely has some power here. This is definitely something that EMU has a foothold and is able to make plays into. We just need to follow up on our matchups.
Yeah. Going into King's Row here, I think we will see the Ramacha versus Queen again. Oh, never mind.
We are looking at probably some troll picks. Yes, we're on it. No. Oh, okay. I'm being a little bit trolled by broadcast. It's okay. Okay. That is Eastern on the right side, on red. Ohio on the left side. We are on attack here. So House probably just opening up with a Widow pick. Widow is one of his stronger suits.
Guessing we'll see a swap off that soon. Rose on the Genji.
I'm suspecting that's probably going to be House Tracer.
Yeah, it looks like
Maybe?
House will be swapping to Tracer after.
No? Interesting. We'll
Guessing,
see
I
what
guess.
happens.
Maybe Sombra.
But looking like a pretty classic Winston rush. Just letting the entire team int on one target on Silver's call. Getting that off angle. Both Tracers fighting top right. Silver trying to take that top right angle as well. Slowly moving forward, slowly getting that space, pushing them back.
Statue.
really good, just forcing their team into the hotel there. Not able to take any angle. Silver could probably move up here.
Ooh, isolating that queen. That queen's in a lot
very
of danger.
good. Not able to find a kill on that queen, and Rose going down, losing the Tracer duel, unfortunately. But we are contesting high ground, able to keep a foothold here. The Reaper going down, hopefully able to isolate that Reaper with the bubble, maybe be able to take him out. Not quite. Not enough follow-up without the Tracer there. House just doing everything he can to poke out, but dying to the Moira. We saw the Moira taking out the Flyers pretty easily on Samoa. Looks like we only have our Kitsune and our Pulse Bomb coming out. Probably going to be Pulse Bomb first, and then opening up a real fight with the Kitsune. Maybe being able to take out a pick.
Pulse already charged from Ohio, though. We'll see how their Tracer plays around that.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to mirror our Kitsune with a Coalescence as well. But Ohio really wants to play back there. They know that they're very brawly, and that if that our Winston walks into them, he's going to blow up, and he's not really able to do much about it. Rose fighting demons in the backline here, losing the Tracer duel, unfortunately. Their Tracer may have made a little bit of a caster curse from last map with saying that the Tracer wasn't too much of a problem. That Tracer is winning a lot of Tracer duels, but we do have both of our DPS ults coming up and our Kitsune rush. Indigo also pretty close to beat. Silver trailing a little bit behind, not able to find quite as much damage on the Winston. But there goes the jump and the Kitsune trying to kill that queen. Now EMU just needs to stabilize.
With the tank down, looks like Ohio's in a bit of trouble here.
Taking out Blue. We are still up on a tank, but Silver gets taken out. EMU evening it out by taking out the Reaper.
The Tracer.
Copying the Tracer. 2 Tracers is a sight to behold. Taking out the Moira. This is looking like EMU's point unless something drastic happens. That Tracer also going down from Ohio. And that Queen trying to touch, having to back up. Too much pressure from EMU. EMU getting a little ballsy, trying to go in and take space that's not really theirs. Rose paying the price for it. Hopefully this is not going to mean a re-engage from Ohio with beat. And it looks like Ohio might be able to just barely eke it out. Indigo going down without getting beat off. Not great. Little overextension from Silver and Rose there, trying to push that Queen out. That Queen is very stable in that space. Not great. Getting a little bit too emphatic with their push there. Now we have to take point 1 all over again.
No man's land.
Having to shout
already,
out. Very good. We can go in
Eastern.
and engage on that. EMU just needs to find an opportunity to get a pick. Isolate somebody. The Queen, it looks like, is who they want. Forcing out the Primal from Silver. The Queen's Rampage coming out. Not able to really do much against Silver's Primal. Indigo going down, losing the Lucio duel. House, Rose also going down. It looks like it's going to be Silver going down too. And we might be able to get one final fight in here just with respawn advantage. Hopefully Indigo is able to roll out and do a touch.
On the Mei now. Switching to the rom-com for one final touch.
Definitely something that I would have preferred us roll out on, considering how brawly and strong they are. Enemy Moira pulling out the Coalescence, trying to find any pick. House going down. Just barely getting a touch off, but that is 4 picks on EMU. And EMU is not even able to take point 1.
Just walking into too many ults.
Just especially with the full swap right as a last desperation play, means that our ult economy is completely ruined. Really, not my favorite plays. It's a playing dive into a Queen, a Moira, a Reaper. That's rough. That's rough.
That is a tough ask.
I'm glad EMU was able to switch off and recognize that their comp was just simply not working into theirs, but just a little too late.
Hopefully we'll see him run out on the ROM on the defense.
We'll see if Ohio takes the same composition as well. Because if Ohio takes the same composition, it looks like they are, then honestly with Eastern swapping to maybe some more comfortable characters, and a little bit better characters into that brawl, we might be able to maybe, do I dare say that EMU could full hold?
Winnable.
I heard winnable. I heard winnable, folks. Rose breaking out the Sojourn has not been seen in the last little bit since the patch dropped, but I know that the rust has not grown too thick on there.
His Sojourn will always be there.
His Sojourn will always be there. I will be there no matter what. And hopefully EMU is able to full hold this against that Queen, Echo, Reaper, Moira, Lucio. There is a little bit more poke from the Echo, but we do have a Sojourn to answer it.
No Tracer from Ohio.
Very interesting. More
House
concerned
free
with getting
reign.
that high ground. Looks like they are just going to be walking high ground, trying to take out that space. Both teams just fighting for this high ground, not wanting to get too close. Ohio just sitting AFK while
Echo getting
we
poked out.
set up. Not quite
that's a
sure what's
interesting play
going
from
on
their
here.
Echo.
Starting a fight 4v5. Silver popping Nemesis, not taking any damage through block. And it looks like Ohio's doing a very interesting full rotation, trying to flip the map, turn it into just defending again. But honestly, I don't think it's really going to do them any good, especially if House is able to win the Tracer duel. Finally, a little bit of House Flame, as always. And now Ohio's just sitting ducks, just standing behind them, not doing
Stuck
anything.
in a 4v5. They don't want to engage quite yet.
Just waiting
But if
for
their
their team
Tracer's
to
gonna
get
stay on
back.
Spawn.
If we're able to maybe catch that Tracer as they're rotating back, that might be very, very good and keep them in a 4v5. Queen shouting in the neutral, not really able to find anything. Trying to walk at Silver, but the slow coming out and
Finding
the pummel.
Rose.
The Moira Fade coming out, you can see Silver looking desperately for her, trying to pummel out that Queen, trying to get that Moira. Both our supports, both EMU supports going down, and Silver going down to the Axe. Unless it's a 5-man pulse, not really much House can do here. Rose
See,
probably not even going to be able to
desperation
touch.
from Rose, but
Getting the last
one.
word on the Tracer, but it's just simply not going to be enough. Going for a
too
touch,
little, too late.
but not enough. It's not looking good. Not looking good. That was weird. That was a weird play from Ohio, but it worked.
Mhm.
I don't know why it worked. We'll have to catch it in the VOD. Catch it in the VOD,
Yeah.
as always.
The ROM did look a lot stronger. Hopefully we'll keep running that.
Definitely looked a lot stronger. But I saw us playing as if we were still Winston.
Mhm.
We were trying to track that Moira's fade and trying to punish that fade when the Moira was vulnerable, but we really don't need to. We
don't have
have enough
mobility.
between Sojourn's damage is insane, especially everyone still has more health, yes, but a 195 damage right click on the head, very easy to hit, especially for Rose on the Queen. That Queen just dies. That Queen just dies.
And we saw that happening. Her Shao was getting forced down the neutral.
Yeah, that was very good. We just weren't able to quite follow up with it. I don't know quite what it is. Maybe our ROM comp has just gotten rusty. It's been replaced with our Winston comp. But just run over that Queen. Run over that Queen. I know we can do it. She is a little bit scary with the Reaper right next to her, but the Reaper can't keep her up.
Mhm.
Reaper can't keep her up. All the Reaper can do is kill us, but I think we can kill the Queen faster.
Yeah.
Going into New Junk City for the third one.
Yeah. Another
What do you
strong
think we're
ROM
gonna
comp.
see?
I think we're going to see that again.
I'm thinking I'm a ROM believer. I believe in the ROM. I think that we've never played Winston on New Junk City.
I don't
That's
think so.
especially first point, nowhere for Winston to go.
Mhm.
Very, very tight, very brawly. Definitely expecting the Queen from Ohio again.
Yeah.
Definitely expecting the ROM from EMU again. I think on paper we should win that.
Yeah.
I might even expect to see House on May.
I did see him roll out at the very end
Yes.
on King's Row. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see it here.
I think that with the May ROM Sojourn, that is something that EMU just loves. Maybe
Very
a Reaper instead of the Soj. That's something that EMU just absolutely loves to do. Very fun, very good at it, and while that Queen, very easy front to back, just blow them up.
With a ROM and a May and either it's a Sojourn or a Reaper, that Queen just cannot live in the front line.
Any of my fellow tank players, if you have ever been walking mindlessly in front of your team and you've been Maywalled,
You may be entitled to financial compensation.
you may be entitled to financial compensation, yes. If you get Maywalled, then you get ROM slowed. Then you get discorded. How does that feel?
I just alt F4 personally.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's I move out. I go to the Alaskan wilderness, and I say, huh,
They're really into Stardew
there's no Discord
Valley.
orbs here. Yeah, really, really into Discord. Not into no, God, it lives in my head. Lives in my head. Discord orb, man. Discord orb. But I think this is winnable. EMU can win this. Their tracer is scary. Not their tracer deserves respect.
Mm-hmm.
But their tracer is going to find more value the longer that fight goes. Just knock over that queen.
Mm-hmm.
Knock over that queen. Not going to be able to sustain that damage. I think that's the play.
Yeah.
I think that really is the play. We'll see if Suji agrees. Suji's definitely going to be talking some sense into them. Hopefully formulating some coherent plan that EMU can stick to. Like I said before, first, for most of the team, first game that we have played on this patch with the buffs. So a little bit uncomfortable, but they're all buffs to characters that we're good at, we're comfortable on. I don't think we should be struggling with some of the foundations that we are struggling with, unfortunately. I really do believe that this is winnable.
Yeah, I think we can turn this around. We showed that we can beat them on point 1.
Definitely.
I think we can bring that back.
Point 1 looked so good. It's definitely, we were warmed up. Maybe Ohio wasn't, especially if they took a little bit of time to get in the game. But we showed that we have the potential to win it. I think we can. Especially just, man, I don't know what else to say. We just got to knock over that queen. We just need to knock over that queen. And then stabilize. Maybe let Silver just cross his arms, just sit in a corner. That's what Ramacha loves doing that.
Yeah.
Ramacha loves doing that. That's his natural habitat.
Back
if
up
you
against
went
a
to
wall, just blocking everything.
Like if you went to the zoo and there was a exhibit of Ramachas, they'd all just be chilling in the corner, just chilling in the corner blocking. I think New Junk City is going to be it. Now, we've seen EMU has played 4 maps one time against Toledo. I don't recall what the 4th map game mode is.
I believe it's push 4th map and then on the escort on
Push
the 5th
4th map. That is correct. So, will we see push? We're all rooting to see push. I think for the first time ever, everybody wants to see push. But if we play push, that means that we won this map, and that's gonna happen. That's what I'm a believer.
Ready for battle.
Yeah. There's just a little bit of match chat.
Yeah.
Talking.
What are they saying?
Yeah. I've seen worse match chats. Servasa is pretty Indigo. I agree.
Good take from Indigo.
Saying Indigo has bad takes? No. Look at that.
Never.
Look at that frog. Look at that little
Indigo can
froggy
never have a
guy.
bad take.
But there it is. Ramatra, probably going to be a Tracer instead of the Sim. The Reaper, like I was saying.
Luke not taking TP, trolling.
My Bluke is trolling again. We do say take TP, no troll. Mirroring our comp except with a queen instead of the Ramatra definitely compositionally should be in our favor. And I think this is going to be something that EMU is comfortable on and is able to do. Just knocking over that queen. Hopefully, if we can punish that Moira when she fades, if we're in a position to. Forcing out the shout
already. This
pretty
queen
quickly.
just cannot stay in our space.
Rose getting a little overzealous, going in front of Silver, trying to take them out. Just playing ring around the Rosie here, doing a full rotation around the map. Luke also going down. Unfortunately, that looks like first fight is going to go to Ohio, and Ohio is going to take point control. Silver also going down, a little bit of a stagger. Hopefully, just going to win the next fight rather than first. We're playing for ults, guys. We're playing for ults. That's why we lost first fight. We're just simply playing for ults. Already 63 on the Queen ult may end up coming up in this fight.
See if Rose hears him. Rose hears him close and fades out.
Ohio definitely
bringing their trap early,
trying to get them out of there. Reaper, no TP. Hopefully we can we throw a slow behind them and catch them? Not quite. Looks like House was forcing point, but not able to quite capture it. Just slowly walking in, looking for those shields, looking to knock over that queen. Rose trying to get any sort of value of fighting the enemy Reaper. That Queen needs to go down first. Queen getting the nice pull on Rose to go down. Silver also getting knocked down.
The Tracer diff right there.
Winning the Tracer duel.
But maybe too little too late.
Definitely too little too late. First point is going to go to Ohio. House also going down, a little bit of a stagger. But we've got Coalescence. We've got Pulse Bomb. Looking at probably Beat, and then Suffer, and then our Reaper ult. But it looks like Ohio already has 4, maybe 5 ults. That Reaper ult's going to come up in just 1 or 2 shots. That Beat is going to come up as soon as they need it. Mid-fight here this time.
Opening with the Cole will be matched by both teams.
Just matching and trying to keep them up. Rose unfortunately going down. That Queen getting a lot of value. Hopefully we can get a Pulse Bomb on that Moira.
Stick on the Moira. She has fade out though.
Unfortunately, we didn't wait out the fade. But both DPS on Ohio side going down. This actually is looking good for EMU.
Big beat from Indigo.
House
like
just uncontested in the back line. Just need to focus down a target. Rose coming back in. And the point does flip to EMU's side. This is definitely what EMU needs. Now, they don't have their Queen ult. We do have Suffer. We do have the Reaper guy. This is looking pretty good. They do have Beat. But I think if we just layer our ults appropriately, maybe get Beat out with our Reaper ult, and then layer on our Suffer, like a nice tasty lasagna, that could be a fight win for us. They may end up popping their Reaper ult as well, but we do not have any beat
Going
for
in
it.
with the Reaper ult.
Luke going down early, the Beat not coming out actually, and that's going to be everybody from EMU, unfortunately. But using their Reaper ult, using our Reaper ult, we do have Pulse Bomb coming out. A funny number coming on the objective percentage for EMU.
Can't lose now.
We do not lose bomb flats.
Never.
We never lose bomb flats.
That time we did.
Except for the times that we do. But probably going to pop our Suffer here, look for an early Pulse Bomb, and get somebody out of the fight, or maybe just force some cooldowns. Rose getting pulled in, having to force his Reaper Wraith. Indigo coming in, getting a pick on the Reaper. Maybe
Reaper
not even
early.
needing any more ults. Going to do even
Trade
out
with their Pulse Bomb.
with their Tracer's Pulse Bomb.
Marlon, not
Silver
your
also going down, opting not to use Suffer here. And this is just more percentage for Ohio. EMU has just got to go down. Luke evening it out a little bit with a pick on the Lucio, but that Lucio is going to come back pretty quick. Is EMU even going to be able to touch here? I don't know. Rose might be able to do something, but he's just going to die very quickly if he goes in there alone.
Rose onto the Sojourn off the Reaper, looking for a flank angle here.
Probably going to open up with our Coalescence. Hopefully we can beat or wake out their Beat and then layer on our Suffer to win this fight. Silver's been holding that ult for quite a while. Really does need to pop it. Rose going down to the Queen ult. And Silver also going down 3rd time in a row without Suffer. Really need to just get some value from these ults. And this is looking like probably a 2nd point for Ohio.
Need to get these ults coming from EMU. We've been sitting on this Annihilation for
Since
a while
1st
now.
point, I believe the entirety of 2nd point. Just need to find some time to use it. Ohio with no ult economy right now. Next thing they're going to have is Pulse Bomb and then maybe a Reaper ult, but we have a lot of time to use both our Beat, our Suffer, and then it looks like we also have a Pulse Bomb coming out. See Ramatra doing a little bit of T-posing there. Small indie company. Gotta finally use this this Suffer, but Rose going down, not wanting to pop the ult again to a 4v5.
Switching into that count.
Not great. Just not even really able to take a fight, just early pick after early pick. A little bit of a morb coming out from Bluke there. Not able to really find much value. And 3rd point is flipping towards Ohio, ticking up for them. Swapping on to the Kiri, probably just because the Moira feels a little too easy to get to, perhaps? I feel like the Kiri might feel just the same, though, unfortunately.
I think it's because we're a little less stacked with the
That's true.
Sojourn instead of the Reaper.
True,
Fury
true.
does more single target healing, a little more with
A big slow coming out. Maybe we pop the Suffer here. But the Reaper ult coming out, finding Rose and Blue. But the Reaper does go down. Indigo evening it up a little bit. We do have that Suffer still.
Pushing into our space.
And that suffer is still gonna be held on to. Just gotta make something happen here. If we don't use the suffer in this next fight, then we're not gonna use it at all. Indigo holding on to beat. Hopefully we can beat out. Probably their queen ult is going to be the next one, but they have also got coalescence. Maybe we can pick the Moira with our overclock on Rose, but gotta build it up first.
Sidelines for a nice overclock.
Definitely something that we can do a lot with this this suffer.
Beat in from EMU.
Just gotta focus down any target. Probably that queen. Finally, the suffer coming out. Silver just having to block the whole time because there's not really much that he can do except for it. And the pulse taking him out. Rose, Bluke, Silver, Indigo all going down. And it's all just looking a little house, not able to do much. And that goes third point to Ohio. And that is going to be 3-0 in Ohio's favor. That's rough.
It was closer than it looked.
It was.
We held these of those points very closely.
Holding that suffer is a little bit rough. Just it's something that we've talked about before. It seems like we get a little bit flustered in officials. I know Silver knows he shouldn't have been holding that suffer the whole time. I know he knows that he needed to find value with it, but it happens. Yeah. It happens. You live and you learn. Ohio's definitely not a bad team to lose to. Mm-hmm. They're one of the better ones in the league. I was hoping we could do a little bit of reverse and get some maps off of them at least, maybe even win it. But unfortunately, not terribly unexpected for Ohio to win this one. Be interesting to see what we have to say about the VODs, and hopefully the guys in there are not too broken up about that loss. Definitely a worthy opponent.
Yeah, a little close match. We'll see him in the tournament.
Yep, definitely. So that is it for this game today. Looking at our next games. Next week, Northern Illinois, I believe we are favored in that one. And then stick around for Miami, Ohio, and Ball State the week after that, and the week after that.
Looks like that's a doubleheader for next week, or the week after.
Oh, that is a doubleheader on Tuesday, and then Thursday. I may have misread the schedule earlier. That's gonna be a week. That's gonna be a week for us.
Yeah, week.
I'm looking forward to B-dubs on that week. We're gonna need it. So definitely a good game. EMU put up a good fight. Some things to learn from it. Some adjustments to make. Very interesting first game on the new patch. Any final words before we see what the guys are doing?
Yeah, I think this is a good showing. I think we showed that we can beat this team, and I think we showed that we can play them close. So
I think it's definitely a good map, a good game. Shouldn't be too broken up about it. Definitely something that we can work on
a lot of things to learn from.
Come back stronger the next time.
Yeah. We'll see him in tournament.
See you guys next week.
Tell you I run this, I'm done with excuses. Give me for a minute, trying to get what I've been giving out. Do it for the tickets, I don't listen to the critics. I'ma push them to the limit, and these rappers getting timid. I've been balling like a pivot down. Step into the scrimmage, I just play 'em when I'm in it. Trying to run it till the ribbon, and they know that I've been tripping. When I make them see the vision, man, I put them in the prison with these bars that I've been spitting. And this life that I've been living, I'ma go, I'm on a mission.
Take two for the drop, jaw plotting on the bar. See me putting in the work, whole milk, I don't do the soy. Always been about my king, never about the money. Now you know, I'm a trap before I stop the grind. I'm a trap before I stop the grind. I'm a trap before I stop the grind. Said I got my eyes on.
I just did it 24 song in a bed, in a building, they already know my name. At the show, she gon' want a picture, she can hang. Just to tell a friend, oh be there. I shoot my shot with this gold on my wrist while we throwing the parties, they throwing the fit. Grew up finesse, can spot me a sucker, a lot of you really is holding the lick. All of my homies legit, really is sick. I probably throw in my clip. I sell a boat to a fish. I sell a record, you know it's a hit. They see the effort I put in this music and I